It's 11 a.m. You've already made 200 decisions today. What to wear, what to eat, which email to answer first. Should you hit snooze, coffee or tea, reply now or later? And now your brain feels done. By noon, you're exhausted. Not from working, from choosing. This is decision fatigue, and it's silently destroying your productivity, relationships, and mental health. Here's a shocking fact. The average person makes 35,000 decisions every single day. That's one decision every 2 seconds during your waking hours, and your brain wasn't designed for this. Meet Mary. On paper, she's successful, but by lunch, she's drowning. She's a marketing manager, wakes up at 6 a.m., and by 11:30, she can barely decide where to order lunch. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. It's biology. In the next 19 minutes, I'll show you the 7 psychological reasons why your brain runs out of decision-making power by noon. And at the end, I'll give you the exact 3-step system to preserve your mental energy. It's simple, it's science-backed, and it works. Before we decode the psychology, quick question. How many decisions do you think you've made today before watching this video? Pause the video right now. Guess the number. If you are within 500, you are a genius. Comment your guess below. And if you're new to Mind Decode, welcome. We break down complex psychology into practical insights you can actually use. Hit that subscribe button because understanding your brain is the first step to mastering it. Now, let's find out why Mary, and probably you, is mentally done before lunch even starts. Reason number 1. Your brain has limited willpower capacity. Here's what most people don't understand. Willpower isn't unlimited. It's a finite resource, like a battery that drains with every use. Dr. Roy Baumeister, a psychologist who spent decades studying self-control, discovered something fascinating. He found that willpower operates like a muscle. It fatigues with use. He called this ego depletion. Every single decision you make drains this battery. Choose your outfit? Battery drops to 98%. Decide on breakfast? Down to 95%. Pick which route to take to work? Now you're at 92%. And this is just the first hour of your day. Mary's morning looked like this. She spent 15 minutes deciding what to wear. Another 10 minutes debating breakfast options. She scrolled through 3 different playlists before choosing one for her commute. She checked her phone 20 times, each notification requiring a micro-decision. Respond now or later. By 10 a.m., Mary's decision-making battery was already at 60%, and her most important work meeting hadn't even started yet. Think of your brain like your phone. You wouldn't run intensive apps all morning and expect a full battery at noon. But that's exactly what we do with our decision-making capacity. The problem? Most people don't realize they're spending this resource until it's completely gone. Reason number 2. Decision complexity increases fatigue exponentially. Not all decisions are equal. Deciding whether to take a new job drains you far more than deciding which shirt to wear. But here's the trap. Small decisions accumulate into massive drainage. Barry Schwartz, author of The Paradox of Choice, discovered something counterintuitive. More options don't make us happier. They make us exhausted and less satisfied with our choices. Think about Netflix. You spend 30 minutes choosing what to watch, then enjoy it less because you're wondering if another option would have been better. That's not a streaming problem. That's a psychology problem. Modern life bombards you with choices our ancestors never faced. A typical grocery store has 50,000 products. Your grandmother's store had maybe 500. Every additional option is another decision your brain has to process. Mary experienced this at lunch. She opened a food delivery app. 200 restaurants, 40 cuisines, thousands of dishes. What should have been a simple choice became a 30-minute ordeal. By the time she ordered, she'd burned through another 10% of her decision-making capacity. The cruel irony? The decision felt insignificant. Just lunch. But her brain doesn't distinguish between important and unimportant decisions. It just counts the energy cost. Here's the exponential part. Complex decisions don't just drain you more, they drain your ability to make future decisions even faster. It's like running. The first mile is manageable, but mile 20 requires more effort exponentially. By noon, Mary wasn't facing harder decisions. She was facing normal decisions with a depleted system. Now you might be thinking, this sounds inevitable. How do I stop it? Hold that thought. The solution is coming at the end, and it directly addresses this accumulation problem. Reason number 3, your prefrontal cortex gets physically tired. Let's talk about the biology. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain right behind your forehead, is your decision-making headquarters. It handles impulse control, planning, and rational thought. And like any other part of your body, it gets tired. Neuroscientist Dr. Matthew Lieberman used fMRI scans to show what happens after sequences of decisions. The prefrontal cortex activity decreases significantly. Blood glucose levels drop. Your brain uses 20% of your body's glucose, and intensive decision-making burns through it fast. This explains why Mary, who would never order junk food at 9 a.m., found herself clicking Add to Cart on French fries and a chocolate shake at 2 p.m. Her prefrontal cortex, the rational, disciplined part, was offline. This isn't a character flaw, it's a biological reality. A tired prefrontal cortex means worse decisions, more impulsive choices, more likely to procrastinate, and more likely to give up on difficult tasks. Your decision-making brain literally runs out of fuel. Studies show this is why judges grant parole more favorably in the morning and after lunch breaks, when their prefrontal cortex is refreshed. As the day progresses and decision fatigue sets in, they default to the easier, safer choice: deny parole. Your brain does the same thing. When depleted, it takes the path of least resistance. If you're recognizing this exhaustion in your own life, hit that like button. It helps this information reach people who desperately need to understand what's happening to them. We're about to reveal 4 more reasons, and they get even more surprising. Reason number 4. Modern life has 100x more decisions than our ancestors. Your brain evolved over millions of years. For most of human history, our ancestors made maybe 100 to 200 decisions per day. When to hunt, what to gather, where to sleep, which tribe members to trust. Fast forward to today, 35,000 decisions daily. That's not evolution. That's a complete mismatch between biology and environment. A medieval peasant had limited options and a routine life. Same clothes, same food, same daily tasks. Boring? Maybe, but their prefrontal cortex wasn't exhausted by noon. Technology amplified this exponentially. Your smartphone alone creates thousands of decision points. Every notification is a decision. Respond or ignore. Every app icon is a choice. Every social media scroll presents hundreds of micro-decisions. Like this, comment on that, share something, read more, or scroll past. Mary checked her phone 200 times before lunch. Each time wasn't just a glance. It was a decision tree with multiple branches. Text from mom, reply now or later. Instagram notification, open it or wait. Email from boss, urgent or not. It's like trying to run modern software on hardware from 10,000 years ago. The system crashes, not because you're weak, but because you're overloaded. Your brain wasn't designed for this volume of choices, and no amount of willpower can overcome an evolutionary mismatch. But here's the good news, and this is what saved Mary from this spiral. There's a way to work with your biology instead of against it. I'll show you exactly how in just a few minutes. Reason number 5. Decision fatigue feeds itself in a downward spiral. Here's where it gets insidious. A tired brain makes worse decisions. Worse decisions create more problems. More problems require more decisions. And you have even less willpower to make them. It's a spiral. Let me show you how it works. Mary started her day with full willpower. By 10 a.m., decision fatigue set in. She skipped her planned gym session at lunch, too tired to decide between workout classes. That decision created guilt, which is an emotional drain. Emotional drain led to stress eating at 2 p.m. Now she feels worse. That poor choice means tomorrow she has to decide about going to the gym again, but with added guilt. The cycle continues. Each poor decision born from fatigue creates more decisions you need to make, with even less capacity to make them well. This is why in the evening you make such different choices than in the morning. It's not that you lose discipline throughout the day. You lose decision-making capacity. The spiral takes over. Psychologists call this depletion cascade. One depleted choice leads to another, then another, until you're in complete decision paralysis by evening, staring at Netflix for 45 minutes, unable to choose anything. Mary's evenings became a black hole. Simple decisions, what to make for dinner, whether to call a friend back, which bill to pay first, felt impossible. Not because they were hard, but because her decision-making system had crashed hours ago. Real quick, if you want more psychology insights that actually improve your daily life, subscribe to Mind Decode. We decode the science behind everything from productivity to relationships to mental health. And before you go to the comments, keep watching, because the 3-step system I'm about to share at the end will change how you structure your entire day. Mary went from decision paralysis to decision mastery, and you can too. Now back to decision fatigue. The next 2 reasons reveal why some days are worse than others. Reason number 6. Stress multiplies. Decision fatigue. Stress and decision fatigue aren't just additive, they're multiplicative. When you combine them, the drain is exponential. Here's the biology. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol impairs your prefrontal cortex, your decision-making center. It redirects your brain's resources to survival systems: fight, flight, or freeze. In acute danger, this is brilliant. You don't need complex reasoning when a tiger is chasing you. You need action. But modern stress is chronic, not acute. You're stressed about work deadlines, relationship tensions, and financial pressure. Your brain still releases cortisol. Your prefrontal cortex is still impaired, but you still face 35,000 decisions. The result? Every decision feels harder. Every choice requires more energy. Even simple decisions become overwhelming. Mary experienced this after a stressful morning meeting where her project was criticized. The rest of her day felt impossible. She couldn't decide on simple things. Should I take this call now? Do I need coffee? Which task should I tackle first? These weren't hard decisions objectively, but with stress-impaired cognition, they felt paralyzing. Then the meta-stress kicks in. You become stressed about not being able to decide. You're stressed about being stressed. It compounds. Research shows that stressed individuals make poorer decisions, take longer to decide, and experience more regret afterward. It's not weakness. It's biochemistry working against you. Reason number 7. You're not building decision-free routines. Here's the good news hidden in all this. Every decision is optional if you automate it. Routines eliminate decisions, but most people don't optimize for this. They decide everything fresh every day, burning through willpower on choices that don't matter. Steve Jobs wore the same style of outfit daily. One less decision. Barack Obama rotated between only 2 suit colors. Mark Zuckerberg made his gray t-shirt famous. These aren't fashion statements, they're decision preservation strategies. Successful people automate everything possible because they understand what you now know. Willpower is finite. Mary's mistake was deciding everything from scratch daily. What to eat for breakfast, decided fresh every morning. What to wear, 15 minutes of deliberation. Which route to work, daily reconsideration. Every single one could have been automated. Routines are pre-decisions. You make the decision once, then benefit from it forever. That's not rigidity. That's strategic energy preservation. The difference between routine and rut is intention. Routines preserve your willpower for decisions that actually matter. Ruts are mindless repetition. Know the difference. And this 7th reason? This is actually the foundation of the solution. Because if you're not building decision-free routines, that means you can build them. And that's exactly what Mary did. Let me show you how. Solution: the Mind Decode Decision Preservation System. Now that you understand why decision fatigue happens, here's exactly how to fix it. This is a 3-part system that preserved Mary's mental energy and can do the same for you. Part 1. Automate the trivial. Identify every repeated decision in your life and turn it into a routine. Your morning routine. Same breakfast, same outfit formula, same commute. Your evening routine, same wind-down sequence. Your work routine, same starting tasks, same break schedule. The goal isn't to eliminate all decisions, it's to eliminate trivial ones so you can make important ones well. Mary implemented this. She created a 5-outfit rotation. No more morning wardrobe paralysis. She meal prepped the same 3 breakfasts for the week. She took the same route to work unless traffic demanded otherwise. Result? She eliminated approximately 50 decisions before 9 a.m. Part 2. Make important decisions early. Your brain is freshest in the morning. Schedule critical decisions before 11 a.m. Afternoon should be execution mode, not decision mode. Mary moved her strategy meetings to 9 a.m. when her prefrontal cortex was fully functional. She made financial decisions before lunch. Creative work happened early. Admin tasks, which required fewer quality decisions, filled her afternoon. Part 3. Limit your daily decision budget. You can't make unlimited good decisions. Accept this. Set a budget. 10 important decisions per day, maximum. Everything else gets automated, delegated, or deferred. Mary started asking, "Does this decision need to be made now by me?" Most didn't. She delegated where possible. She deferred non-urgent choices. She protected her decision-making capacity like the precious resource it is. The transformation was remarkable. Mary's energy at 2 p.m. now matched her 10 a.m. energy. Her evening paralysis disappeared. Her decision quality improved across the board because she made fewer total decisions. Studies show routines reduce cognitive load by up to 40%. That's 40% more mental energy for things that actually matter. Conclusion. So there you have it. 7 psychology reasons you're mentally exhausted by noon. Your brain has limited willpower capacity. Decision complexity increases fatigue exponentially. Your prefrontal cortex gets physically tired. Modern life has 100 times more decisions than we evolved for. Decision fatigue feeds itself in a downward spiral. Stress multiplies the effect, and you're not building decision-free routines. Here's what you need to understand. You're not lazy. You're not undisciplined. You're not weak. Your brain is operating exactly as biology designed it, but in a world it wasn't designed for. The solution isn't more willpower, it's a better decision architecture. Your action plan this week. First, identify your 10 most repeated decisions. Write them down. Second, automate 3 of them into routines. Just 3. Start small. Third, schedule your most important decision before 11 a.m. tomorrow. Protect your peak decision-making hours. That's it. 3 changes that preserve your mental energy for what actually matters. As William James said, all our life is but a mass of habits. The less you decide, the more you accomplish. Not because you're avoiding choices, but because you're making them strategically. If this video helped you understand why you're exhausted by noon, hit that like button and subscribe to Mind Decode for more psychology that actually improves your life. Drop a comment. What's one decision you're automating this week? Let's learn from each other. Until next time, keep decoding your mind. You have limited decisions each day. Spend them wisely.